Okay, let's see. Hello, I do. Please elevate the live with a like I do. Hey, Diane, am I sounding better now? And we're back, says dropping the T. Goody do. All right, guys. So I got up this morning, right? I'll let you guys, some of you come in so I can tell you. And no, I'm not talking about bad built potato. Welcome, dropping the T. Welcome, Snowdrop. Welcome, Diane. Welcome, Lunix. Welcome, Highly Sensitive. Welcome, Demon Dictator. Welcome to Love. Yes, no more about the irrelevant clown. Um, So, is her cooking show being extended? I'm seeing that. Millions missing. Meghan and Harry's charity under criminal investigation. Okay, we will be listening to that. Prince Harry opens up about leaving his long-term charity. All right. Ooh, sounds like they've been stealing from their charity. Meghan and Harry accused of turning charity into luxury piggy bank. Ooh. See, we get to all this. Royal rebels Meghan and Harry blasted over shocking charity cash scandal. Whoa. Uh-oh. Breaking. Harry and Meghan extend Netflix deal with new series and holiday special. That doesn't mean that they're still working with them. Hello, Lee. Okay, so anyway, I got up this morning, went to Kinko's, printed out some stuff for court, came back home. We said a prayer together and went to get in the car through the garage. The hubby said, check and make sure the door is unlocked. It wasn't locked. I left some of my paperwork in the house, got out the car to come in the house to get the paperwork, but the door was locked. I locked myself out of my house. Who does that? Yes, lock myself out. So anyway, distraught because I needed the paperwork. I thought I needed it. Got to court with half the paperwork and no folder. Wasn't really prepared like I wanted to be. Did you see the Netflix have a new clause that they can say yes or no to any hardcore projects? Netflix is withdrawing slowly. I just heard that they're doing a Christmas special as ever. Yeah, the love. I totally did that. I totally did that. I was so upset with myself. Yeah. So we got our house unlocked, right? And he was going to charge me almost $300 to unlock the door. And it literally takes them a matter of seconds to open it. Seconds. It is hot here. Hello, Brian. Oh, it's up against Catherine's Lovely Together for Christmas. Yes, girlfriend. Lock myself out the house. Don't drop that tea. Dropping the tea. Love you, girl. You have been under immense stress for over a month, Lady Letitia, due to the online bullying and doxing. I have been, and I really hope that my detective is doing his job. I'm going to call him shortly. So then we get to the courthouse and I see Jason, which is the guy that did the pool. And I'm like, he's all prepared. He had his paperwork and stuff. And I just had a few sheets of paper. I had some pictures and some conversations that we had over the phone. And that was about it. Get to the courthouse. He's there. And my little girl, she's all in her pigtails and just playing around, doing her little usual. So we go into the courtroom, and the judge calls me first. Okay, there's a courtroom of a few people, and we were the first case. So the judge called us up there, and I went first. He said, "Tell me your story. Tell me what happened." And I said, so basically, we hired them to do our pool and to maintenance after it was plastered. Then come to find out, there was these white clouds in our pool that wouldn't go away. I called Jason up and told him about the spots. He was concerned about the spots and tried to get rid of them by acid washing it. Okay. Oh, so they already have a second series made that will be airing in a Christmas special that they have realized that the Harkles are not popular, realize that the Harkles are not popular in the ratings. So why are they doing a Christmas one? So they have a yes or no clause to their new projects. Oh, so what does that mean? They have a yes or a no clause. Interesting. And so anyway, I was telling the story, and the judge asked the other guy, the owner of the pool service, did I have any stains in my pool? And he said, yes, but they were normal. These are normal stains, he said. And the judge said, I've seen many a pools, and I've never seen a pool be normal with spots in it. He said, he told him to give him some more information to try to plead his case against me. Did he dispute what I was saying? No. So I know. How many more fruit bowls can she make? What's she gonna do? Make a Santa Claus cake or some cupcakes? I mean, come on. She's not Martha Stewart at all. So anyway, the judge says, "Well, I'm starting to side with her because I don't remember having these spots in my pool or in pools, and she didn't pay for that. That's not what she paid for. She paid for a blue plaster." And he was like, Jason is the other guy. That's his name, the owner. He didn't have any argument. His only argument is that it's common for white spots to be in your pool. He said if it's not one of those where it's all the time or nearly almost you're going to get these white spots, he said, then it's not going to cut it. It's not going to happen. Hello, Natasha. Hello, chick with the crown. Been a bit nausea and exhausted this last few days on pins and needles for this pool judgment. You have something going on too? Hello, chick with the crown. It's so hot here. I hope you feel better. So he was like, yeah, it's sometimes it happens that way. There's really nothing you can do about it. And I was like, that's not true. There's plenty of things you can do about it. Do it right, do the job right. And so he said, well, in this case versus in this particular case, I'm siding with Letitia, and you owe her. How much money are you seeking, lady? Not lady. How much money are you seeking? He asked me, and I said, just for the plaster. He said, because right here it says 14,000. I said, yeah, that's how much I paid for the pool. The fruit bowl trays they're ridiculous. Have your kids started school, Ziggy Lee? You were today sending positive energies and vibes. Well, Lunix, I must have got all those vibes because I won my case. I know. Woo-hoo. When I won, I was like, I can't wait to tell my subscribers I won. And Little Bit and Daddy were in the back of me while I was talking. She was such a good girl. She sat there like a big girl. Oh, thank you, Lee. I'm doing good. I think I'm over the fact that she's doxing me, meaning I'm not over it to an extent that I don't want her to be accountable for it. But as far as not letting it get to me mentally. So what happens now is Snowdrop. Yes, I won. So the judge was like, how much? Thank you guys. Thank you. And thank you so much. So he has to pay me $7,200. Yes, that's how much he has to pay me. And he said, the judge said, you can appeal it within 21 days. He said, but the appeal process costs a lot more because now you're going into needing, lawyer time, investigating the pool, and all this other stuff. So I don't know if you will try to contest it or just pay me my money. So hopefully he writes me a check very, very soon. Thank you, Lunix. I was afraid I was going to lose. I did. I was really afraid because I didn't know if he could see the spots as well because they're so light, but he was able to see them. So I was happy about that. So we left out victorious. And so that was really, really cool. So then we got back home, got back in the house, and the locksmith was trying to charge us $300. What an idiot. I said, I'm not giving you $300. I'm giving you $100 to unlock my door or go away. They start looking at your finances. They do. Oh, she lives in this house. I'm going to charge her $300. No, you're not. You're not going to get over on me. How do I get the check now? What do I do? Like, Snowdrop said, what's next? How do I collect my money? I think what I'm going to do is basically, after 21 days, if he hasn't appealed it, then I'm going to take next steps, measurements to go after and get my money, even if I have to garnish his wages or do something crazy. Thank you, Lunix. You're so right. And that's pretty much what the judge said. Hello, cats. Yes, it was great news. Okay. Ooh, it's hot. Bank transfer. The details should be in my paperwork. Okay. So, she said, the clerk said that they were going to email me something. And they said, as far as lawyers are concerned, if he appeals it, then it's up to me to decide if I want to get a lawyer or not. But this court will cost a lot more than the small claims because now you're pushing it into something else, the judge said. Yeah, he could write me a nice little checky do. Or like you said, a bank transfer instantly. Because when I gave him my money, I didn't play around. Ooh, it's hot. Okay, guys. Put a 1 in the chat if you're ready to hear about George the Giant Slayer. Okay. Hi, Pickles. All right, that's what I want to see. Okay, there's a lot going on. Number one, Megan is going to be doing a Christmas special. Interesting. And I heard that there's some mismanagement of funds for their Sentebale charity. Hello, RC117. Let's hear about the charity money. I'm with you on that too. Let's check out and see what's going on with the charity money. Okay, guys? Because that's the dealio. Okay. Okay. Royal rebels, Meghan and Harry blasted over shocking. Meghan and Harry accused of turning charity into luxury. Let's just start from the beginning. Okay, let me share the screen. Hello, Heather.
On the outside, their foundation was everything a modern philanthropic power couple should have. Gorgeous website, glossy promo videos, emotional speeches, partnered with massive global brands. The money, it poured in, but behind the curtain, insiders say it was less about charity, more about funding a luxury lifestyle. And we're not talking about the occasional business class flight or fancy dinner. According to multiple former employees and nonprofit watchdogs, donations were allegedly funneled straight into Meghan and Harry's personal accounts, hidden behind vague operational costs. And this wasn't some one-off slip-up. This was consistent for months, maybe even years, into Meghan and Harry's personal accounts, hidden behind vague, were allegedly funneled straight into Meghan and Harry's personal according to multiple former employees and nonprofit watchdogs, donations were allegedly funneled straight into.
Word on the street is that Meghan and Harry were pocketing the charity money that they were getting. Red alert. Meghan and Harry is pocketing the charity money that they receive from donors. According to their staff, they have been spending the money, not on charity, but themselves. No, it's not Georgia Due. We will be getting back to Georgia Due. Of course they are pocketing the money. Jones, isn't that something that they are pocketing it? They're not giving it away to charity, but they're putting it in their pockets, fixing their home up, buying Megan's clothes. That $13 million that Oprah gave her to start the charity, I bet they've been spending it on staff. They didn't mess up. So many charities are corrupt. The Harpos should be charged. They should, Letitia. That is an AI channel. Be careful with the AI generation channel. No credibility of sources. No, I got more backup. That was just one of them. Hello, Heather. I've locked myself out. My property manager opened the door for me. I'm in possessional flat. Oh, okay. Let's get back to the stealing of the funds.
To Meghan and Harry's personal accounts, hidden behind vague operational costs. And this
hidden behind vague operational costs. Okay? Hidden behind costs. We're hiding this money behind costs. They are doing things that are nefarious, that are illegal to their charity. They're being investigated.
This wasn't some one-off slip-up. This was consistent for months, maybe even years. The warning signs? Oh, they were there. Youth programs they announced with huge fanfare, never launched.
Wow.
On the outside, their foundation was
Okay, let's look at another one.
Meghan Markle and Prince Harry, the couple who were supposed to change the royal script forever. That was their whole pitch, right? The rebel royals who turned their backs on palaces, crowns, and stiff smiles, all in the name of living a more authentic life. No tiaras, no endless bowing, no stale Buckingham traditions. Just two people in love determined to make the world a better place, and they sold it beautifully. They swapped royal tours for TED Talks, duties for nonprofit ventures. Their brand? Kindness, empowerment, change. They stood for the underdog, healing trauma, amplifying silenced voices, fighting for causes too small for the spotlight. They made you believe in them, and millions did. Ordinary people sent their hard-earned cash. Corporations wrote seven-figure checks. The message was clear. Meghan and Harry were going to do good. Here's the gut punch. Meghan and Harry's whole post-royal identity has been built on being relatable, grounded, and purpose-driven. They've been the faces of
Okay, back live on this Monday, and so too is royal expert Patricia Treble, who joins us for another Royal Roundup. Patricia, good to see you.
Good morning.
Okay, we're going to start with some pretty explosive excerpts from the upcoming book on Andrew and Fergie. This is entitled The Rise and Fall of the House of York. It is just making all kinds of headlines. What more can you tell us?
Yeah, so author Andrew Lowney, he's a very good historian, and he's been digging for 4 years into their lives. Comes out in Canada this week. It is not good news for them. Basically, he just gives sordid detail after sordid detail about their lives, and really reveals how they have incredibly extravagant lives. Like they have a very expensive lifestyle, and they finance it basically by cozying up to people who can pay for it. And that, if it's an arms dealer or a dictator or people who can pay the bills, Jeffrey Epstein paid off some of Fergie's bills at one point. And it really kind of eviscerates their reputations. And it really, as somebody said, puts cement shoes on any and throws them in a river for any possibility of them ever coming back to full-time royal life.
Okay.
I mean, they'll go to family events, that's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
There are also some reports that Harry has contacted a lawyer over some allegations made in it.
Yeah. So, I mean, Lowney goes to town with the couple, and he made two specific allegations that Harry took issue with and said they didn't exist. First is that in 2013, he apparently got into this heated argument that actually turned physical with his uncle. We don't know about what, but fisticuffs. I mean, punches were thrown. And then the second was when Meghan was first on scene, and apparently Andrew was warning him off and saying, do not hook up with her. The marriage would only last a month. Well, of course, it's lasted 7 years. And Harry has sent off a lawyer's letter, not to Lowney and his publisher, interestingly, but to the tabloid that excerpted his old nemesis, the Daily Mail. So might see more of this.
All right, and the book is out again when?
It's out, I think, this Thursday in Canada, but you can get it online.
All right. Meantime, staying with Harry, he is also speaking out about parting ways from his longtime charity. What is he saying about that?
Yeah. So remember in the spring we were talking about Sentebale. So this is the charity that he co-founded 20 years ago to help youth in Southern Africa. And there was a huge dust-up among the management. He and all the directors resigned because they were fighting with the president, Sophie Chandaka, and there were allegations on all sides. It went to the UK charity regulator to take a look at. And what they came back was that they basically criticized everyone. They said there just was lax management. They were criticizing all of them, especially for going public, because of course it impacts the charity, it impacts the donations, it impacts who they're trying to help. Most importantly, they let Sophie Chandaka stay in charge. And Harry was devastated by this. He thought he would regain control of it. And he is actually now talking about setting up a rival charity. So we are going to be hearing more about this, but not good news for Harry.
Okay. All right. Good news for Meghan.
Very good news.
She had a birthday celebration in Beverly Hills, her 44th birthday. Also released a new vintage, another rosé.
Exactly. So in July, we had the 2023 vintage, and now in August, we had 2024. So Napa Valley Rosé. It went on sale. So we knew demand was strong because the other one sold out right away. And sure enough, we got a few statistics out of them, because remember, we don't know how many are sold. So in the first 10 minutes, they sold 10,000 bottles.
Really?
And this is $30 American a pop, 3-bottle minimum. So you're putting out some serious change for this.
How much?
Now we know that there's been demand, but was it as much as they thought? I don't know. They increased their inventory dramatically. 6 days later, I just checked this morning, it is still for sale. So very strong demand, but maybe not as much as they thought.
All right. And this is the first time we've seen some figures, right?
Exactly.
Real sales.
The only time we've ever seen anything. I really want to know, I mean, are we ever going to find out like how many bottles that finally sold? I don't know.
All right. And there could be some more family awkwardness on the horizon because we had a big announcement. Princess Anne's son announced his engagement. In speculation, as you can imagine, has already begun as to whether or not William and Harry will both attend.
Exactly. So, I mean, Peter Phillips and his fiancée, yeah, okay. What about Harry and William? I mean, that's immediately what everyone talked about.
Harry is not going.
They are very close to their cousin. They're really close. I expect that they'll be invited to the wedding. This would be the first time that they have been in a place with cameras together since their dad's coronation in 2023. And I'm actually wondering if it might actually be a nice, soft family point to be a template for future interactions, royal interactions for Harry.
Okay, guys, I don't see anything else about the money situation, but it would be interesting to see. I'm gonna need more and more feedback on that. Okay. Harry's charity investigated Harry's charity investigated regarding money. The investigation into Prince Harry's charity, Sentebale, revealed no evidence of widespread bullying and harassment. However, the Charity Commission criticized all parties. We already know that. News about Prince Harry fundraising scandal. Prince Harry considering starting a new charity. What the? Prince Harry's future plans for charity work in Africa revealed following Sentebale scandal. Prince Harry remains committed to making a difference in the lives of young people in Botswana following his departure from his charity Sentebale. All options are on the table for the Duke of Sussex. His spokesman says as he contemplates his next move. The update comes after the Charity Commission from England and Wales released the results of a probe into concerns raised about Sentebale. Prince Harry is remaining his plans for making an impact on Botswana following his shocking step down from Sentebale, the charity he co-founded to uplift young people in the region. So he's about to start a new one. You failed at that one. How are you going to start a new one? The Duke of Sussex 40 resigned as part patron in March following a breakdown in relations between Sentebale chairwoman Dr. Sophie and the board of trustees. Now, with a charity watchdog report released and the current leadership still in place, Prince Harry is assessing his future with a continued focus on making a difference for young Africans. A spokesperson for the Duke of Sussex tells people the Duke remains absolutely committed to continuing the work he started, supporting the children and young people of Botswana nearly 20 years ago. Prince Harry is now mulling his options. And despite a report in the Mail on Sunday that he will set up a separate rival organization, the representative says no decision has been made yet on what form that support takes. So we don't know. Interesting. Interesting, guys. Who was having a tantrum and threw tea everywhere? Okay. So now we're going to move back to George the Giant Slayer. Okay. We got up to Martha Stewart. Okay.
Side. That's where true character, hard work, and a genuine heart comes in. And in a world today that's starved for truth, being fake is the fastest way to crash.
What is it like to watch other celebrities, you know, Gwyneth Paltrow, Meghan Markle, going in your footsteps and following something that you've really started?
I don't mind. Good luck. And Gwyneth's been very successful, by the way. I think she's created quite an interesting body of businesses. She's admired. She's a fantastic. She won an Oscar, for heaven's sake, as an actress. Meghan, I don't really know very well, and I hope she knows what she's talking about. Authenticity to me is everything.
Snowdrop.
And to be authentic and knowledgeable about your subject matter is extremely important.
So when Martha takes a minute to praise Gwyneth Paltrow for building a real brand and then turns around and torches Meghan like a dried lavender flower at a Montecito pity party, you know what it's time for. It's time for the mouth to drop the apron, bury as ever for good, and then hand Harry back his leash. Because after 67 months of peacocking to the press, the bill has finally come due. And by all news reports, it's one they can't afford to pay, especially as their bank account is begging for dear life just so they can stave off bankruptcy. So what does this tell us? That at the end of all things, after everything that they pulled, the only thing Harry and Meghan have left is, well, Harry and Meghan. Plus a lot of fond memories of those Netflix checks.
Netflix came on not just as my partner in the show, but as my partner in my business, which was huge. I thought about it.
Yeah, that statement didn't age well. It simply fermented into vinegar, just like her wine. Problem is, Netflix noticed. Worse, Meghan's partners realized that no one was rushing online to buy bottles of celebrity ego corked by televised personality disorder that actually used a multi-million-dollar streaming deal simply to decant pretzels from one bag into another.
What is the number one question that mystifies scientists? Number one question.
Is there life on another planet?
Oh, no. Why does Meghan Markle make her own pretzel bags? They don't know why.
That's interesting. She takes it from one bag and puts it in another bag.
Another bag.
And that confuses people.
They don't know why.
Okay, understood.
It goes without saying. Not all
I see
publicity
it.
is good publicity, especially when you're being mocked Monday through Sunday, month in and month out by every comic and critic with a mic and a pulse. And the numbers for With Love, Megan proved it. See, Netflix ratings rarely make big headlines.
Why Meghan Markle threw a cup of tea into the air during her miserable relationship with royal aides, author claims. Okay. Oh, I look like I gotta log in and start a free trial to get the full story, guys. Okay. Let me see if I can pull it up.
But when their financial spreadsheets scream flop, it doesn't matter how many California shamans you have, positivity crystals, or vision boards. There's no way to put Humpty Dumpty back together again. Failure is failure, despite the grand delusions of one particular cluster B diva.
When you think about the failure rate for first-time entrepreneurs, does that ever concern you? Have you even let your mind go there?
I do not think about failing. No.
Every 6 months, Netflix drops the public rankings for all its shows. And With Love, Megan couldn't even crack the top 350. As for Harry's polo duck, let's just say.
Did you hear what she said about failure? I don't think about failing. That doesn't cross my mind. I thought about failing today at the courthouse. Like, I really thought that, something could go wrong with this court case and I could lose. So you don't have confidence. You have confidence and you believe in yourself and you can do the job and and all this other good stuff. But to not think that you could fail is an understatement. That's what makes us human. Meghan Markle throws a cup of tea into the air in anger over media coverage, book claims. Wow, the book is out. When Prince Harry and Meghan Markle were still senior working members of the royal family, they traveled to Australia for the Invictus Games. And in order to make sure things went off without a hitch, Meghan brought members of her team. Of course she did. According to the royal biographer Tom Bower, the palace staff were not so keen on the Duchess bringing backup, which created some tension. So much so, dishes started flying. Well, in this case, a teacup. Wow. Bauer describes what actually went down in 2022 joint biographer of the Sussex entitled Revenge, Meghan, Harry, and the War Between the Windsors. According to Bauer, with her squad by her side, made up of 6 people, Meghan was abrasive to the palace staff who were there to help her during the visit. According to Bauer, Meghan allegedly threw a cup of tea into the air. A cup being thrown up into the air isn't as bad as a cup being thrown against a wall, shattering into pieces. But even so, tossing tea cups does come across as a little unladylike, definitely unruly-like. Meghan reportedly brought 6 people with her to Australia. Wow, including 2 friends who flew in from Canada, which may have just been too many people in one room. Bauer explains although the couple had arrived with 4 staff, Samantha, Amy, Heather, and Maureen, Megan had decided she wanted to be surrounded by people she trusted, and added at her request, Jessica Ben had flown in from Canada to provide round-the-clock support. Maloney doubled as Megan's stylist. Oh, that's her stylist, as she worked through her show-stopping wardrobe. According to Bauer, Megan had her team by her side, and as a result, she was abrasive towards her 4 female staff and even towards the local British diplomats. Wow, this bitch is mean. She's mean. She's a meanie. She's a meanie dude. She can't be trusted. She's not liked. And then she's throwing teacups in the air, being rude and disrespectful. Marie Snowdrop, maybe it was just me, but last time Dale was here, she was full of doom and gloom. Yeah, sometimes she goes into doom and gloom. All right, let's get back to George the Giant Slayer real quick, guys.
It ranked lower than a mime on a podcast promoting an audiobook about how to find your one true voice. Harry's Gem came in at a rank of 3,346 out of 7,000 streaming shows. So you got to really wonder how things went down at Casamana Health when that news broke. 2025 was supposed to be the kickoff to the Megan's comeback tour. Instead, it's shaping up to be the year of Montecito's very first garage sale.
Wow.
Why? It's because you had a man baby with a bad attitude and his imposter mommy replacement with a god complex refused to accept.
Harry's a man baby. Harry, you're a man baby.
The truth. That the era of Hollywood welfare checks for woke wannabes was over. They didn't want to see it, so life handed them a reality check. That the public was done with shallow spectacle. People wanted real substance, honest emotions, and most of all, authenticity. But even more than that, the public was done with funding Megan's never-ending quest to monetize the monarchy, climb the Hollywood ladder, and find a way to turn one of her many public masks into a personality that pays. That's why the Harry Meg was rejected. Because no one buys their act anymore.
There was nothing about her brand that was good from the start to a distinguishing eye. She was a fraud, what I can see from the beginning, who was just using opportunities to advance herself. Her brand wasn't one built on substance. It was based on...
She was a failure from the beginning, they saying. They said she was not a winner from the beginning. Wow. She holds
people,
no
and this is no surprise to me.
Having 2 of the world's leading brand experts call the couples out as phonies, and Megan in particular as a fame hustling faker who lazily uses her husband's name to get what she wants instead of working, couldn't have come at a worse time.
The thing though that bothers me is I don't really like ragging on someone, but I feel like...
Oh, wow. Lazy instead of working. She's grifting off her husband's name. She's grifting off the Duchess of Sussex. That's all she has left is the Duchess of Sussex. I want George to bring his whole monologue to Europe, says Snowdrop. This is George Giant Slayer's page. Check him out. He's great. Hello, Tune the News. Hello, Mac. don't know who the PDF file is.
She's doing such a brutal or good job, depending on how you look at it, of like getting this like free PR and then absolutely shitting the bed on it.
Let me be clear. I love ragging on people. We've got to be careful of that term. I mean, shitting on people who suck. Meghan Markle sucks, as far as I'm concerned. That's my opinion.
When you cut out all the noise, everything in life always boils down to two things: character and trust.
Character
and the royal family cannot trust them.
If you can't trust them, the royal family can't trust them. It's hard to love someone that you can't trust. It's very difficult. It's very difficult to fall in love with someone you can't trust. I don't know about that. Matt.
The Megans. I think that's one of the key reasons why the king rejected Harry's offer to meet in Balmoral for the reconciliation meeting. Plus, the monarchy has watched the man-child use the media to pressure the crown into a peace deal for over a month. But we're still talking about a guy who has slandered his family for money for years. And he still can't find the courage to say a few simple words.
Right.
I'm sorry. I screwed up.
Please
forgive me.
Oopsie daisy.
But Harry wants us all to believe that now he's turned a new leaf and he simply wants a big hug from Daddy. I'm not buying it for a second. And you know how? Because I asked two questions. Why now? And what does Harry really want?
And why is Harry so desperate after ignoring his father for so long? Why is Harry so desperate to get this face-to-face in Scotland?
Because he wants money.
Today, Harry operates no differently than Meghan. Meghan still thinks it's 2019, where the public still believed her, where she could say anything, do anything, and still skate away with no consequences because she could always blame somebody else. But that dog just don't hunt anymore, because now all her cheap publicity stunts and every time she tries to sell a half-truth as a wholesale lie, they can be unraveled with her own words or just a click of a button.
There she goes with that fruit tray.
Has claimed her organically aged toe jam has sold out faster than Blake Lively's career has crashed. She gets busted for that claim. That's because if there was even a hint of truth to that fact, Netflix wouldn't have run for the hills when they saw the real financial numbers. See, when something is really hot, product or brand, it doesn't matter if it's cookbooks, comic books, or Hollywood collectibles. The secondary reseller market explodes. I know, I used to do that. I used to sell things on places like eBay. But see, Meghan's market right now, it's colder than her mom's voicemails and about as lifeless as her poor dog that passed away.
Wow.
See, I did a little digging. And if you go check out Amazon in the US, there's not one single listing. Facebook Marketplace has 2 listings for her teas, and they're coming in at about $12 to $14 over retail of what the price is on Meghan's website.
It's going up $14 over retail. It's overmarked. It's marked up too high. It's $14 over retail price.
And then I dug into eBay itself. 6 current listings at the time of recording this video. And over the last 90 days, 60 sales. That's it. That's not a market. That's a mirage. But it's the same type of mirage that the Meghan's publicity team tried to pull this week when they put out a surprise birthday announcement that Harry was going to have a surprise cookout for Meghan. Well, what a surprise when it's in the paper. See, the only reason they play games like that is they were hoping that someone in Hollywood would read the headlines and
is a
crash the party.
narcissist.
The bottom line is, if Meghan's brand had actual heat, Netflix wouldn't give a damn what anyone says because they would be counting the stacks of cash and already scripting the series for the DoorDash do. But instead, the studio ghosted gold diggering, especially after working with Walmart Wallace.
I love being part of the creative process. It's important to me. It's also where I find a lot of joy. So the analogy I say is don't bake the cake without me. Meaning, if I'm in the kitchen, I want to be part of making the batter? What's the flavor profile? And there's an entire team that can help put that
Flavor
cake in the oven.
profile.
But I want to check it before it goes in the oven. And I want to be involved in frosting it and presenting it and the language surrounding it. I love the details.
Breaking news. We finally found the one thing Meghan excels at in life. That is, outside of copying Princess Catherine's hobbies and then calling them her own, throwing shade at the royal family for quick cash, or mimicking Princess Diana's every move in order to manage her meathead. Right now, Meghan Markle discovered a new genre in entertainment. She just created a new form of humor, the narcissistic stand-up comedy act. And she's more than happy to share it with herself.
Well, there's not really anybody posting happy birthday to Meghan on Instagram, but luckily she's posted effusive birthday greetings to herself. Here is her post saying, let's have a look at it. Can't quite read it.
Celebrating the woman behind it all.
Yeah, so this is celebrating the woman behind it all. She pours her heart, vision, magic, and touch into every detail. And today we raise a glass to her. Happy birthday to our founder, Meghan. That's her. That's as ever official. That's basically her congratulating herself. It's amazing, isn't it?
It's weird.
With the comments off.
Talk about rock bottom. The only people who have to wish themselves a happy birthday have no family, no friends, and no one left to fake it for the camera.
People that have to wish themselves their own happy birthday have no friends and no family. She had to wish her own self a happy birthday. Wow.
Just a bottle of wine, a lonely phone, and enough Figo to throw a party for themselves in the mirror. But you want to know what's even funnier than that? Once again, Meghan turned off the comments. Again, the woman who keeps claiming she lives for the truth doesn't want to hear it from anyone else.
No.
She didn't even allow Harry to send a single post, to leave one comment to say, happy birthday, boss. Nothing. It was just Meghan sending love to Meghan.
It was just Meghan sending love to Meghan.
If you enjoyed the video and found value, hit subscribe, smash the like button, leave your thoughts in the comments down below. Where do the Meghans go from here? And share this all over the internet with everyone you know. To win every battle and stay true to yourself, you just have to remember, we're fighters with one unbreakable rule. We never bow down. We never bend the knee. Always forward.
Meghan Markle sucks.
All right, guys, I'm only doing an hour today. I love you guys. Thank you for listening to my story. Thank you for wishing me well wishes. Thank you for listening to the podcast today. Thank you, guys. I'll be back tomorrow. She loves money and the limelight, and she likes prestige. Thank you, guys. We'll be back. I'll be back, okay? I'll be back tomorrow, and thank you guys for the congratulations. Thank you for hanging out with me. It was good news today. Now all I got to do is wait on Maggot, the detective, to get on her butt, and then we're all set. Bye, Lee. So good to see you. Danny is on later. Okay, great. Thanks for letting me know. Do you know what she's going to be talking about? I'll check it out. I'll be listening. Thank you, DeLove. Thank you, Marie. Thank you, Lee. Thank you, Diane. Thank you, guys. Have a good one. Mwah. Kisses.